1779, so was not here for the signing of the Declaration. That is the chair George Washington sat in when they were writing the Constitution in this room, 1787. Everything else in the room is from the period, just not original to the building as far as we can document. Now, as I mentioned before, this room was for the Pennsylvania Assembly. Pennsylvania legislature is where they met to make the laws for the colony of Pennsylvania. However, that only took a couple months out of the year. The rest of the time, this room would have sat empty, except that the legislature got into the habit of loaning their meeting space out to various groups that would come to this city to meet. It's in May of 1775. There's a group of gentlemen from 13 different British colonies here in North America, calling themselves the Continental Congress. They are in this city to meet. They need a meeting place. So the legislature loaned them the use of this room, and beginning on May 10th, 1775, they begin to meet. By the time they get here, they've already learned that the king had rejected their petition from the previous year. They had learned that the Battle of Lexington and Concord there on April 19th, the month before. The month after they arrived, there would be another battle, Bunker, Breed's Hill. At that point, they decide to adopt that ragtag army up there in Massachusetts, Continental Army. They appoint one of their own, George Washington, to lead them. However, the following month, instead of declaring independence, they send yet another petition to the king, the Olive Branch petition. One more attempt to reconcile with the crown. Of course, if it had been successful, we'd all be standing in Olive Branch Hall right now. We would learn in November that petition 2 had been rejected. It would be in this room that they would learn of the burning of the town of Norfolk, Virginia. They would learn of Lord Dunmore's proclamation, calling on all those enslaved, to those who call themselves patriots. They come to his banner, he will give them their freedom. They talk about slave insurrection in this room, the possibility of that. That's in this room that they learn about Thomas Paine's common sense. Perhaps it was read out loud here. This would change many people's minds toward independence. It's in this room that they learn of the king hiring mercenaries from Germany, today's Germany, to come help put this rebellion down. It's all these events and more that help the gentlemen in this room realize that the only way they're going to be able to protect their rights, as they see them as British subjects, was to no longer be British subjects. Independence, that resolution, which was presented in this room on June the 7th, after much debate, soul-searching, passed on July 2nd, 1776, made official in this room with the signing of the Declaration of Independence 1 month later on August 2nd. In this room, they pretty much would run the entire war for independence right out of this room. Safe as the winter, 77, 78. But be in this room that 8 years later they would ratify the Treaty of Paris, thereby ending the war, England officially recognizing us as independent states.